Hello everyone, I'm Senior Officer Jose Diaz and welcome to Straight to You. This week we're going to talk about sobriety checkpoints and how we utilize them to improve the safety of our roadways. Sobriety checkpoints are an effective law enforcement tool involving the stopping of vehicles at a predetermined location. The locations of checkpoints are chosen based on areas that are experiencing high collision rates or where a high number of impaired drivers are being apprehended. Checkpoints are how to achieve three goals: educate the public about the dangers of driving while impaired, raise the public's perception of being arrested for driving while impaired, and lastly, to detect dangerous drivers who are impaired and remove them from our roadways. At the same time, we also give attention to ensuring all drivers who enter the checkpoint have a valid license to drive. Drivers are required to show their license. If the officer suspects a driver to be under the influence of alcohol or drugs, they will be asked to exit the vehicle for an evaluation. One question that comes up is, why do we post the dates and times of the checkpoints ahead of time if it alerts impaired drivers? Well, we want people to know that we are out there looking for impaired drivers. We want to deter them from getting behind a wheel and making a dangerous mistake.
Hello, my name is Justus Spillner, and I work for the Ventura County District Attorney's Office, where we criminally prosecute DUIs. A DUI includes driving under the influence of alcohol or any drug, including marijuana and prescription medication. I'm going to speak briefly about the punishment for a first-time DUI conviction. At the very least, it will cost you time and a lot of money, and it could potentially put you in prison for years. If you are convicted of a first-time DUI and fortunately did not injure anyone, you will get a misdemeanor on your record. Your driver's license will be suspended. You can sit in Ventura County Jail for up to 6 months. You will be put on probation for at least 3 years. If you are convicted of a first-time DUI and injured someone in a traffic collision, the punishment is much more severe. You can receive a felony on your record and serve years in a California state prison. If someone was killed, you can be convicted of second-degree murder and serve up to life in prison. These punishments apply even if you did not intend to hurt anyone. The law holds a person who drives under the influence accountable, because the law recognizes the well-known dangers as thousands of innocent people in this country are injured and killed by DUI drivers every year. So we ask you not to drive while under the influence for your own benefit, but more importantly, for the benefit of your family, friends, and the other people in your community that share the road with you and want to make it home safe.
In addition to DUI checkpoints, we also routinely hold Dui Saturation Patrols. And for that, I would like to introduce my partner in the traffic unit, Senior Officer Knapp.
Our saturation patrols are for high visibility enforcement. It is important to note that both of these operations are funded by state grants that are provided to law enforcement agencies through the Office of Traffic Safety. Our saturation patrols usually consist of 4 to 6 officers that have a primary focus on impaired driving. Those officers direct their patrols to areas identified in the city of having high collision rates and arrests of impaired drivers. I would like to close with saying that the Oxnard Police Department is dedicated to the safety of our citizens. Our officers that are involved in the DUI checkpoints and saturations are working hard to make our streets safer. Please help us by encouraging others to utilize designated drivers and other rideshare services. Thank you and drive safely.